third International English Language Teaching Conference that is organized by Laayoune branch of the Moroccan Association of Teachers of English. So before we start the conference, I would like to give the floor to Eunice. We've been keeping her waiting, and I really apologize. Maybe I've spoiled some of your plans because we planned this for 5 to 7:30. It's already 7:30, so we are going to have like 1 hour extra for this first day of the conference. I hope you can all stay here. So the fourth presentation is entitled Getting to Grips with Technology, Practical Ideas. So it falls within our sub-theme of the conference of sharing ideas, sharing best practices, and sharing expertise, which can be immediately transferred to classroom teaching. We know, of course, we are aware that professional development is a matter, as our professors say, of beliefs and of professional development, but we also need to help teachers with different ideas. So let me just give you, read the bio of our speaker. Our speaker is Eva Tatarova from Ukraine. She has been a teacher of English for 25 years, for most of that time in Ukraine. She has taught in government schools and colleges in Ukraine and was the director of a private language school for 5 years. She has been a teacher's trainer since 2015 in public and private education and has run workshops for teachers in Ukraine, as well as in Azerbaijan and Georgia. She is a TESOL tutor and a local tutor. She is a co-organizer of the annual international TESOL conference, Teaching English Globally in Ukraine, as well as the online educational marathon Teacher's Voice. This is a title for an event, the Educational Marathon Teacher's Voice. Let your voice be heard. Currently, she serves as a coordinator of the international projects at Ukrainian Teacher Training Center, SUTO, S-U-T-O, and Azerbaijani Teacher Professional Development Center for Teaching and Learning. So I immediately give the floor to Eva for her presentation.
Okay, hello everyone. I hope you can hear me.
Yes.
Yeah, great. So let's get started. Today I'm going to discuss some practical ideas which you can implement just exactly after my session. But let me start with this idea. Once we had a webinar and one of our presenters, Parvina Ivaza from Azerbaijan, she shared this idea once Dr. Rachel Clifford said that technology won't replace teachers, but teachers who use technology will probably replace teachers who don't. So this is my question. What do you think? How many years ago did he say that? Just feel free to share your ideas in the chat box or on Facebook. I'm following you on Facebook as well. So how many years ago did he say that? What do you think? Okay, I can see chat. Sorry. Actually, I should tell you that he said it in 1983. And it's around 40 years ago. And what I think about, I think that, and I decided to divide our time into 3 different parts. Like the first one is teaching before the COVID-19 pandemic. What we just had debates about the use of new and emerging technologies in education. And actually that period of time was like Shakespeare said, to be or not to be, that is the question. So for us, it was like to use or not to use, that was the question. And we had 2 options. And actually we could choose what we want. We could use technology or just to teach as we taught before. And then coronavirus happened and we started having another period of time. And it is teaching during the COVID-19 pandemic. And somehow we lost that option, not to use. And we had to use technology. We had to shift online and we had to learn how to reach our students in a new way. And let's admit it wasn't just easy for us. And the next period of time is like teaching after the COVID-19 pandemic. Actually, I don't know how it will be, but I do believe that it will be like more and less technologies in education. I know it sounds a bit weird, but let's admit that we'll have more technology than we had during teaching before the COVID-19 pandemic, and we'll have less technology than we had during teaching during the COVID-19 pandemic. And now I'd like to dive into this middle period of time, teaching during the COVID-19 pandemic. Actually, I'm going to share my personal experience, what happened. As soon as everything happened, I felt insecure, let's say, as a teacher. And I wanted to hide, and just to hide in a shelter, and just to take care about my family, to take care about my son, to take care about my parents. And I'm pretty sure that lots of teachers felt the same. For that time, I didn't know what to do. And then I came to the idea that, who knows, maybe my amygdala, that part of the brain, responded, and it was some kind of fight-flight response. So I didn't want to teach, because I was so concentrated on my life. And I'm pretty sure that there were teachers and students who were concentrated on their lives as well. So as soon as I admitted that, I could move to the next step. And I thought I had to develop my own plan how to teach online and what should be done in this situation. And somehow the idea of Maslow hierarchy of needs came to my mind, and I realized that there is a chance that it might help me. So I decided to think about physiological needs, like the lowest level of his pyramid. What actually we needed, just food, water, and the key word during the COVID-19 pandemic was breathing. As soon as we were ready for that, as soon as we were ready to move to the next level, we could care about our safety needs. Actually, if we wanted our students to achieve something, it means we had to follow all the levels of that pyramid. So safety needs, we were locked down. Somehow we felt secure. And after that, what? We wanted to feel some kind of love and belonging. Actually, teachers started searching for some kind of communities. They tried to share their experience, or they tried to find some ideas. And only then we could talk about esteem and self-actualization. What happened then, we were overloaded and overwhelmed with millions of resources we were offered online. Like, all the courses proposed us tons of resources to use, but as you can see on this slide, so many choices, so little time. And actually, I was struggling finding the right way for me to act. And actually, I was struggling to find the right way for my students to act. And it was not that easy, let's admit that. I'm sure that teachers who are watching us right now can say, yes, it was really difficult to overcome that obstacle. What we have now, actually, it's my motto. Yes, teachers from all over the world, just inhale confidence, exhale doubt. I think that we've already created that global teaching and learning ecosystem. Actually, this conference proves it. And we are all in this together, and it doesn't matter which part of the world you're from. I'd like to share these ideas. You can see the pictures. Actually, we wanted to cover that level, like love and belonging, and our students really needed that because they also were scared about everything what was going on. You can see this is a photo by Rima Buchek from Ukraine. She's a teacher of English. They decided to arrange some kind of long-distance hug. Kids created their long-distance hugs, and they started lessons exactly hugging each other with the help of paper hugs. And they felt like the real community, despite of the long distance they had between them. What I did, I decided to create some kind of my basic toolkit. It was my treasure box. This is the list of educational applications and platforms and resources, which might be practical. Actually, I do believe that we shouldn't keep in mind everything, like all those 50 platforms. it's possible to create a list of platforms with all those pros and cons, with all those fors and against. And when you need something, you can go to that, let's say, library, and you can find exactly what you want. So how my toolkit looks, yeah. So you can see I had two options like video conference tools. The first one, Zoom. For me, it was nice, like it's simple and easy to use. I didn't like the chat because it's a bit, let's say, annoying. And what else? Just basic account, 40-minute meeting limit. And I shifted to WebRoomNet. I don't know, maybe you know about that. WebRoomNet is completely free, no registration required, interactive content library to upload files, links, and media. What I like a lot, they send session summary email automatically, and it includes all the media you shared with your students. They have collaboration on multiple whiteboards, breakout groups, and what I like, notes, where you can put your lesson plan and students can see it. And actually you can use that part, that section for the later correction, where you can type everything you need just to discuss with your students later on. What I don't like is you can see before they had a limit up to 8 people. There is an update, they have up to 15 people, and I'm not sure about security features. Actually, if you want to use it, you should check it on your own. What else? My classroom management tool to display instructions. It's really a great one. Classroom screen, no registration needed. They have several widgets like clock and stopwatch, work symbols, drawing tools, traffic light, which you can use for behavior management, or you can give just some kind of immediate feedback with the help of a traffic light, text box, random names. You can put all the names of your students. You click the button, and this random name widget shows you the student who should answer right now. Also, they have wonderful idea of sound level. If your students are a bit noisy, it shows you that, please, students, you should come down a bit. And also, they have dice. It's wonderful. They have 3 dice. You can play games if you need, and you can change backgrounds. You can put any picture you want, or you can put just a PowerPoint, and they can see all the tasks. The next one, what I like, and I think that it might be useful for teachers, like Emoji Translate, where you can translate text to emojis. You simply put the text, and then you get what you can see right now. And students can work with it like for warming up, or vocabulary, or grammar, whatever. I like the idea of GIF-Lingua UA. I'm not sure if you know about it, but we had a conference like Teachers Voice Marathon, and one of the presenters shared her idea of using exactly GIF-Lingua UA, where you can use GIFs exactly. As they state there that GIFs contain messages students want to hear, and they put Stephen Krashen's name there as well, because they believe that it might be perfect comprehensible input for students. You can check it if you wish. The next one is live worksheets, where you can create your own live worksheets. It's really easy to do. You simply can transform your PDF documents into real interactive worksheets. WordWall.net, really nice application where you can create wonderful activities. They have templates. You can switch activities. They have time settings, so it means that you can have some kind of competition between your students, and it's a bit motivating, let's say. Also, you can use it as in-class or a homework. It doesn't matter. And the next one, which I like a lot, and I'm going to show you how we work there. I'm going to show you online, Mira.com. As I told you before, that alone we can do so little, and together we can do so much, because we are all in this together. Let me stop sharing my screen, because I want to share another platform. Okay. Mr. Larsen, can you tell me, is it visible? Unmute yourself, please.
Sorry, yes, it is visible.
Yeah, great.
We can read Miro is the online collaborative whiteboarding platform.
Yeah, exactly. So actually today you discussed so many points, and I hope that some of them will be covered after my presentation. So yeah, I found this Miro platform. This is the board, which is really endless. I want to show you that it is really endless. You can do so many things here. It's huge, actually. You can create so many boards, as many boards as you wish here. And I want to introduce you some tools. As we've already agreed, if some teachers are interested in learning more about this platform, I'm ready to share my ideas and I'm ready to share my experience. So what we have here, actually we have a toolbar, and you should start with it. You can create those sticky notes. As you can see here, they are movable. You can create as many sticky notes as you wish. I want to show how it works. So actually, this is a sticky note, and you can type anything you wish here. This is my instruction for you, actually. Yeah. You can zoom in. As you can see, this is the default toolbar. My students know if they have this tag, like the red one, it means that there is something covered there and they should move the sticky note. If you move it, you can see that this toolbar helps you to perform your task on the board. Yeah. Then, what I like a lot about this platform, you can zoom in, like you can see on the screen that it's only 20%. They have lots of templates here. If we click here, you can see the templates. It takes time to load. Yeah, they have different templates. What I like a lot, they have graphs, graphic organizers, like I use flowchart. I like this one because it reminds me about Carol diagram, which is really nice. And they have timeline. Actually, we can use timelines to arrange everything into chronological order, or you can use it for your grammar explanation. So this is one of those templates, like as you can see, here's a task. The task is to read these ideas and to choose 5. What should be done here? You assign students, like you write the name here, and you have Nora, and then they can vote with the help of dots. So what they should do, they should take the dot and choose what exactly they want or what they think might be correct in this case. The next one, you can see this template. You can use it for pyramid discussion. Actually, on this platform, students can collaborate, like 100 people at a time, I think. So what I want to tell you, in this way, we can cover those 21st century learning skills like collaboration, critical thinking, communication, creative thinking. Yeah, here's the task. 10 must-have items when trapped on a deserted island. Students can work in groups, they can work in pairs, they can work individually, it doesn't matter. So actually in this case, they can work in groups, they can discuss those 10 must-have items. What they should do, they should simply click on the note and then they can type what they want. Like they had an idea, like they can type pair. What they want. Then they should discuss those 5 items and they can move what exactly they want to choose, like 5 items. After that, after the next discussion, they choose 3 and so on, and they come with the idea, like 1 item. Then they know they should justify their choices, and it means they can type their ideas here, why they decided this or that. This board is really limitless, but I want to show you that you teachers shouldn't reinvent the wheel. Everything is really simple. Here's the page from Kids Box, Cambridge University Press. This part is from teacher's book. What we have here, we were asked to divide the class into 3 groups and give each group one of the questions to listen for, listening, and so on and so forth. Actually, online, it's really difficult to cope with that. What we can have 3 questions and a page. And for young learners, actually, it's really difficult to concentrate on one question when they have 3 in front of them. This platform allows you to put students into groups and just for them to have their open questions. Let me show you another frame. Like, let's say this one. So I choose one question. I can assign students. Here you can change the idea. Let's say we want Anne, Kate, and Paul to work together. So they can go to this board. Other students are working on another one. And they can listen and think about exactly this question, what's Mary's spelling? After that, I'd like my classes to be really interactive because it's exactly what we're suffering from the lack of interaction. Actually, this platform allows to move everything. But this time, these parts are locked, but you can unlock them and students can move everything if they need. For young learners, it's not that important because I would advise to have only couple of movable parts. So they can listen and they can put sticky notes into the particular order. And you can check it. As soon as your students are ready with sticky notes, you can introduce them another tool like pencil or pen, as they say, but please take care about the thickness. You can choose this one. And students simply, they can listen to something and just draw the lines, and draw the lines. That's it. It's really easy. The next idea is that this board is really great because here, actually, I'd like to show you, let's say we are having some kind of listening or watching lesson, and you would like to have that part of partition blocking vocabulary, so you can put those pictures and the words and students can match them just easily. If you're working with high levels, they can have simpler definitions and they can match as well. What else? You can put, actually you can see my students are moving here right now, but you will see it a bit later. You can put tasks here. Let's say this is pre-listening task. While listening, I'll listen for just specific information. And you can install YouTube video as well. So I can show you how it works, I hope. Okay. This is the video from Ukrainian conference, but I want to share it with you because it has some kind of very important words.
I've had many teachers, some good, some bad, some kind of in the middle. You don't really get to know them all. But while I've been in the educational system for these 9 years, I've heard other people describe their teachers as well. They describe them as good, bad, lazy, kind, cool. Myself, I've come to realize that there are only really 2 kinds of teachers. Those that do their job and those that do their job well.
Actually, I do believe that we are those teachers who do our job well. What next? As I mentioned before, WordWallNet is a really great tool where you can find ready-made activities, but they're interactive, and you can embed those activities onto this platform. If you don't use WordWallNet, I highly recommend to do it, to start doing it. Actually, as you can see here, what can be done? What can be done here, students? Students can play different vocabulary games. Let's say I can show you this one. like they can match. Let's say we have car number 2, I don't know if it's one, they should match, or they have a lorry, or they can have a train, something like that. And you can. Could you kindly mute your mic, please?
Yes, please. Can everybody please mute their mics? Thank you very much.
Yeah. The next idea I'd like to show you is this one. Actually, this board is built based on. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Based on this book, New Destinations by MEM publication. So actually students, they have text and they should work in groups or pairs. They should discuss, just do you think flying cars will be widely used in the future? Why not? Well, discussing after discussion, they can put sticky notes that they've coped with that. They can leave some kind of comments here. After coping with this part, as you can see, I linked up. They know where to go. They should work with this part. They should complete with the missing nouns or verbs, and you can find some of them in the text. So as I said before, if they have this kind of tag here, it means they can read something there. They can read. Yeah, this is the rule. Actually, it's really nice for differentiation because some students don't need any support.
Eva, can I interrupt for 1 second? Eva.
What?
There are 2 questions that maybe it's better if I ask you now than at the end. Many people are asking, are these free?
Yes, exactly, because we've agreed on the fact that I'm going to share only free resources.
Okay.
Yeah, actually, and then they always have the text here, and they can work with the text, and actually they can type here the answers, like you see here, connection. Also, they can leave their comments as well, or you can leave. Sorry, Mr. Zakaria, could I ask you to mute your mic?
Zakaria, well, I can, okay.
Yeah, so you can leave your feedback as well. While your students working, you can see, but they can type you, it's okay, I'm done. And you can go to that board and you can type something like, good job, what about improve, can you do it, or something like that. And then, this is the lesson actually. They work with this table, and then this is my activity, like the follow-up activity, but it's still like a controlled practice. They should work with these words, and they can
Can I ask everyone please to mute? Yeah. Maybe I should mute everyone and then just give the floor to the speaker. Okay, I think it's fine now.
Okay, so after this wheel, you can see that they have an idea. They should use the words from the table. As soon as they are ready with it, they can eliminate the wheel and they can spin it again. And as I said before, here we have timer. So actually what they like doing, they always have some kind of competition just to cover this part of the lesson as soon as possible, and then they share their results. So yeah, it's a bit, I would say it's motivating for them. Okay, let's go to the next part. I'd like to make it shorter. From time to time, I work with Khaleel Glasses. Actually, this one is for Khaleel. Students can see the tag like task, and it means they should move the sticky note. They move, and then they should divide these ideas like that. Let's say they are ready, and you as a teacher, you can have 2 options to act. The first one is here they can see that they have key answers. It's locked right now. But you can unlock, you can allow them to unlock it, and they can find key answers and compare the answers. Or you can have another option, like when each group is ready, the groups rotate and each group moves to another table and has another 5 minutes to correct or reorganize the work of another group. Actually, it's really easy to do, to create one board and then to arrange different boards. I want to show you that it's really easy. Just Control-C and Control-V. And you have the same board here. And you can assign, like Mary-Kate, you should work here, and just Paul and Jeff, you should work on this board. The next idea is this one. Let me zoom in. Yeah, this is a dialogue we had during our course for English language teachers, like Teaching English for Drama by Paul Harvey. So this is a dialogue. What should be done here? Students simply should find the correct answers and put them here. I want you to see how it looks when students are collaborating together on the platform. Actually, it's exactly about this dialogue. I hope it will work. Yeah. You will see that those names are moving. It means that students are working together, and you will see that we have lots of students collaborating together. I asked my colleagues to help me for you to see how it looks like in real time. Actually, it's going on right now. You can see that two students are working together, like putting letters in alphabetical order. So it's not that difficult, as you can see. Actually, we have two students here. Oh no, three, Olga is here as well. And it's really easy to, if your students are working together on different boards, it's really easy to find them. You should simply click on the name of your student, and it will bring you exactly to that board where your student is working right now. Thank you, ladies, for your support and for your help. Natasha, thank you. So things to remember in this case, I would say. Teachers, teachers who would like to start using this board, start with undo button. Actually, we have undo button. You shouldn't be scared about anything, because in case you do something wrong, you can always click undo and it's okay. Try all the tools here, and remember we still have undo. British vocabulary, like zoom in, zoom out, drag, sticky notes, and so on and so forth. Also, you should care about the rules and about the behavior management. And don't forget about the introductory lesson, modeling, as usual in our classrooms. So we should have lots of modeling. Those try to
We can't hear you very well, Eva.
And actually, it's at the end of my presentation. What's wrong? And now?
Now it's okay. Now it's fine. Okay.
Okay. So actually, 1 week ago, I'm not sure if you know about that, but Argentina, teachers from Argentina, they arranged the one community. They always invite everyone to join their sessions. And
your voice is actually choppy.
Maybe it's a problem of connection.
Yeah, I'm not sure why. And what about now?
Yeah, now it's good.
Okay. So Jeremy Harmer said that if I could give one piece of advice to teachers these days, it would be to buddy up with other teachers and really be open. And I truly believe that teachers need teachers. Actually, I'm really thankful that he allowed me to share my experience. And if you want to learn more about this platform, I'll be more than happy to share my ideas, and I'm ready to arrange some kind of workshop where we can start on scratch and create your own boards. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Eva. And actually,